Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast from your host Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland.
Pioneers are reporting for duty.
Off you told me one on Villa Fiore in the north, it is Dumais fighting for Deutschland. Here with the Hammer Göring Fallschirmpanzerdivision in the south, it is Pervitin fighting for the British Empire, the Commonwealth. Here with the British 52nd Infantry Division, we got Terror, we got Luftwaffe, we got Breakthrough versus Canadian Shock, Australian Defence, and Air and Sea. Off to this we are here, we got a triple pioneer open here for Dumais, Dove Sappers with Pervitin, triple pioneers of course being a fairly standard Wehrmacht opening by now, emphasizing more just early map control, getting in an early influx of resource you can take up faster, typically in my experience by now. But also that way you can just afford to lose more ground, because as the Wehrmacht in the early game, you're likely to lose ground anyways. So having more to give off typically helps compensate. MG42, they could hint at Terror here for Dumais, but of course Dumais has got some more deeper scheme here already being hatched in his mind.
And crew available.
First infantry section moving in there with the Lee Enfield rifles. And that one revolver. Got the MG42 team in here being hauled forwards. Let's see who goes for any grenadiers soon. Fallschirm pioneers perhaps. North here pioneers busy. Second MG40 for Dumais. No Terror yet. Okay, there we go. Coming up for ambush camouflage. Dumais here lining up for the cheeky stuff versus the Tommies. The pioneers are spotted, and that could be the second pressed. Of course, the height bonus as well for a bit of extra delight. Second MG42 arriving here. That's two MG42 teams ready for Dumais to put pressure on his opponent with in the right positions. Of course, obviously that actually works out. Pioneers on northern trouble with the sappers as Pervitin pushes the front line forwards for the British Empire. Machine gun pioneers having subtlety with the southern unit there by the southern victory point. Subspot MG42 withdrawing section to the flank of the MG42, but no, Pervitin has got other plans in southeast. Sappers they caught the import out in the open, getting absolutely molted, taking significant losses in the process, and are rapidly routed. Another section for Pervitin, got mines down there for Dumais, section moving up through the centre. Pioneers to the fuel point, MG42 moving up. We got a grenadiers for Dumais, not just all MG42s for Dumais. There is some actual infantry involved. This is the Hammer Göring Fallschirmpanzerdivision. It was the Luftwaffe's only Panzer division. Initially it was actually Hammer Göring's little pet project of a police unit. Later became a flak regiment, and then a Panzer division which fought in North Africa, and then by instantly become a Panzer division. It would actually eventually get fully upgraded to a Panzer Corps with an additional Panzer Grenadier Division. And some other stuff. Certainly something else there. Moving forward to the back, go back to the recce section here. Dumais definitely staying his, well, stay, and there you go. The Fortune Dumais going to stay like a quick crab, and Merchant has to. Doesn't need it this time around still. Close call there for Dumais and Deutschland. We got the Luftwaffe company on the way for him. Jaegers, MG42s, armoured cars, obviously. Brexit kept them MG42 here. He's trying to set up here. I feel like he should just instantly retreat as soon as like pulled out of position here by the recce section, and there he ends up doing it anyways. But yeah, could have done that much faster. So, right, of course, the Pervitin sees for them to go straight for the cutoff point. If they or the fuel point, I mean, that two a bit further away from the end response as well here. MG42 moving in, Grenadiers, Pioneers, all that on the move here. Luftwaffe company ready there for Dumais and Deutschland. So Pervitin, it's a mine, but no further tech here out of the British, nor a battle group. Could be Canadian Shock, could be Air and Sea, I mean, could be Australian Defence. I mean, they're all basically three equally viable to an extent here. Platoon command post also halfway done here with Pervitin.
Commandant, territory sector.
Entering the field point neutral right before the Germans got there. Very smooth shield here by Pervitin. Section they push back, taking losses. Both Gavin and Nigel go down. 2-1 there, halfway down here for Dumais and Deutschland. The leichte Panzerspielwagen up north here. We've got plenty spotting down mines, losing Friedrich and Dieter there in a matter of moments, leaving only Dietrich to get out of there. And you're setting up their still unhealthy. Honestly, at this point, Dumais could, of course, consider like either medic upgrade or a medic bunker. Scout car out. We've got the Humber there on the way for Pervitin. Second before moving forwards. Mines being laid down. Saps they're thinking about as well. He armoured car flanking up behind. Got the section getting mauled by the MG42s. Two of them just closing down the building. Definitely a great way to use the men of this. Don't stick around for too long there. Saps like up for a 2-1 Humber goes right. Dumais, unfortunately for Pervitin, does not fully pursue with the armoured car. Oh, still gets the wipe though. Right by the signpost as well there. And it's getting off a Panterfass on the Humber armoured car. Knocks out the engine. Upgrade to the Panzerbuchse. Dumais wasting no time here against the Humber armoured car. He is ready to meet it. Got a field infirm there for Pervitin. Flag further there, halfway down for Dumais and Deutschland. The armoured car diving in there. The timing is a bit awkward for Dumais on the upgrade there, so there's a good chance that the Humber could test, circle around to see it. No! Gets the Humber anyways. Impressive in the south one. Pioneer's wiped as well. Still, I'd say Dumais got on that one, the Humber down compared to the Pioneer squad. So Dumais here. Starting to head up to the opponent, Sappers down, Humber down, only lost the Pioneer squad. Map control starting to look a bit more in the favour of Das Reich. And section 40 around to the MD42 team, ready to let loose, perhaps? No? And there go Canadian shot for Pervitin, of course, the grenade research. Of course, would have gone for this much sooner, perhaps have some hesitation for Pervitin, but even then, I mean, you know, there's always time for incendiary rubber grenades. It's not like the upgrade better becomes worse with time. I mean, it's going to always just melt the opponent's machine gun team, do a lot of damage to infantry, so it's just universal, like, you know, incredibly good upgrade that, again, is pretty much free here. Like, you know, yeah, 1 CP, but that doesn't cost manpower, fuel, or anything. You just get, like, an incredibly powerful upgrade for the, you know, infantry units with that one. Of course, it gets better with pyrotechnics as well, which of course debuffs the movement speed of the units called by it. So for example, the machine gun, if say somehow it survives, it's going to get caught up in the fight, it's going to retreat slower through it, so it gets wiped lightly then either way. Further they're busy, got the Jaegers out here for Dumais. He's up to 4 command points. Taking them over the flak 30 rounded 2-1 moving in. They obviously can't do much with this Panzerbuchse, though the actual Panzerbuchse, I believe, did actually have some fragmentation rounds for anti-infantry. Hey. Like a base here for Pervitin, we got nothing else going for the time being. We got no quarter there for Dumais. Providing a boost against suppressed units. 30 on the move.
Field medics will be deployed at the headquarters.
We finally got the field medics on the way there for Dumais.
Have claimed our territory.
Breckie sections, Bren sections, all the move there. Ooh, machine got the rough grenade off, and more or less a wipe here. Again, exceedingly powerful upgrade. Still not sure what they just handed out.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Especially since I'm pretty sure the Brits did not have such incendiary rough grenades. In fact, incendiary grenades in general were quite rare. I know the Germans use some, and even they kind of discontinued them because, you know what, you could just make Molotov cocktails. And yes, the German army did make their own Molotov cocktails known as Brandflaschen. They're actually industrially made. So, fun fact there.
Commandant?
Listen up, Max.
Like further move there. 6-pounder gun almost done there for Pervitin.
Our arsenal has been expanded, Commandant.
We go Grenadiers with flak 30 supporting Million D with the brand section of the field point. They lose that on that rapacious bunch of Nigels, but they still manage to pull back there. When the field point neutral again, really hurting Dumais. Fuel economy there. Thumbs up. He's going for the flak panzer here at the other bend. Jaegers are being met though with sappers and their stun guns and flamethrowers, which of course makes it hard for Dumais to reposition again due to the flamethrower debuff, basically incendiary. Up north here, Pioneers routed sections ring with Reckies and Scope Lee Enfields and Lee Enfields. Got the flak panzer there slowly getting ready here. Need to get his fuel point back for the umpteenth time. Pioneers here met when he captured him before to that captain's back against his opponent.
The enemy has claimed our sector.
Sending another problem for Dumais, and we do see in that sense, he's, whatever advantage he might have gained earlier is quickly just being eroded here by Pervitin and of course the incendiary stuff. Got the officers' quarters here, flak panzer has arrived. Very much a late war thing, very sort of mid to late 1944 basically.
Territory lost.
Does mean a bit of flak panzer here. Pounder scores a neat hit there.
Headquarters has an officer stationed.
The most commonly built flak panzer actually is the flak panzer that might actually take apart. That was only like, I think something like around 120 to 130 of them were made. And again, the anti-aircraft tanks weren't made in huge numbers. More numerous self-propelled anti-aircraft vehicles would have just been half tanks of trucks, with some kind of like anti-aircraft gun mounted. Flak 38, or something with flak, or something like the flak drilling as the war went on. Spawn 37, Spawn 59. Further south, Pervitin once opening up the southern frontier. One flank further there left to defend that. A bit risky, obviously, since, well, he can shred an individual unit. Well, at least at the same time, the lack of a gun shield means like anything goes wrong, that could become, property of the British Empire. Up north, the unit pushing back the section. There we got another 6-pounder gun here from Pervitin. Obviously, the sight of the flak panzer does have him concerned, as he rightfully should be. So having multiple anti-tank guns does make sense with that, since if the flak panzer catches you off guard, things can do a very quickly pear-shaped courtesy of its firepower as infantry. 131, this is 159. Another 6-pounder gun there, halfway down here for Pervitin, south side. Sampson standing at the ready. I'm guessing Pervitin's next plan will be to soon tag up. As for Dumais, I mean, he could try and hold up for the King Tide, he could try and tag up himself.
Sector lost.
Both options are fairly viable there. There you go, got the Jaegers move there with the G43s. Scout ones. Big shot there, we got another 6-pounder by Jaegers going away for Dumais. Getting to more advanced infantry as well. Certainly has been a bit short on infantry, so going for more. That does make sense there. Go rough and this time at least he did retreat in time, noticing the sec. But even then, like, he took so much damage because of that. Almost losing the MD-42 team as well. That was an incredibly close call. Really just highlighting just how potent this is.
A squad of Jaegers has been requisitioned.
It's really something worth being on there. I do think at some point they are going to have to like nerf it. I don't know if they will, but they have to. Of course, highlighting a bit of the bottom there. We got Panther Dumais, so that is an interesting choice here. I'm guessing new buffers, maybe Panther ideas. Dreams are still.
We have a surplus of command points available.
Like further doing the bases sort of pushing them back here with some crossfire. Luftwaffe Panzergrenadier Company was definitely not quite what I would expect there, so thumbs up to Dumais for catching me off guard. We got Savages with the Pioneers pushing them back.
Now get back into fight.
Back Panzer fixed up. There's Gold Force coming in here with their G43s, the Gewehr 43.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Strengthening mold. There's the Flak Panzer. Grabbing the northern mixed point here. Dumais might be home for a triple cap. It's got 50 versus the opponent's 40-59. So anything you do to, of course, here, close the gap between the two, of course, would be very good right now for Dumais. 6 guns in the moon here on the hunt for the Flak Panzer here. Sappers at the ready. Jägerspin pushing 40. Bren gunners are doing what they can here, laying down a ungodly amount of lead here. And of course, Incineroar just causes Dumais to need to withdraw. Go back to a much safer position. Do we have any infantry? In fact, we do. For his own stuff there, getting debuffed a bit. There you go. Company command post there for Pervitin. Dumais, meanwhile, though. Oh, we're close to a go for the punch company. There you go. We do, in fact, get the Nebelwerfer. As expected, of course, due to the way that Pervitin's playing, which, of course, is finding a few more support weapons now. It does make sense to go for a Nebelwerfer rocket launcher. To an extent, at least. I mean, there's still the matter of it being, you know, spectacularly random in terms of its accuracy at times.
We have lost a flak gun.
There we go. So you run, they're completely destroying the Flak 30 crew.
Weapon is available.
And the 6-pounder sitting about destroying it. Trying to need someone to spot here. They're going to forward to the flank and put us up to that Flak hunter from the other side. Dumais putting a panic save it, and there you go. Nebelwerfer going in. Good lord, quite the hits here. Actually, 2 direct hits. Holy moly! What a moment! It's completely gutted all of Pervitin's support weapons in just a few seconds and some sappers. Everything else just got roasted. One momentous moment. Brutal there. We got the crocodile being lined up for Pervitin, but I think trying to start for that right now, what with all his entertainment and risking the German army, in this case, scrap, I think makes holding up the crocodile a bit mildly insane here by Pervitin. There go. Both 6-pounder guns destroyed. Dumais wanting nothing to do with that, or perhaps he's figuring he can't get them. Guess he's going to try and grab MD42 at least.
Max, get back on the gun. Territory captured.
That was a really good push there by Dumais. 2 thumbs up. Good coordination with the MD42, the Flak Panzer, and then the Nebelwerfer barrage.
Commandant, orders.
What's our
Did
target?
its part. Getting perhaps a bit too close to the front here with the Nebelwerfer there. Need to be mindful of that. 13 there for Pervitin, the British Empire.
We have the advantage. Push in.
But of course also eventually consider some foot guards here. Perhaps we'll have to, of course, does that. Feels there might be a need for them.
Pioneers have secured the location. No contact.
Doubt he'll be going for the Canadians though. White ran the current meta game. Yanks advancing, getting absolutely gutted here by the Brand section and the Recce section here. Oh, White! That was a bit of a tactical slip of Dumais. Wasn't paying attention there, and that I think could have, was an honestly completely avoidable White there. So a bit of a shame there. Flak 30 here meanwhile just still abandoned. Dumais apparently not bothering it to get it crewed again. It's not for now. Yeah, Dumais now suddenly has a bit of a problem because, well, I mean, he's got no anti-tank weapons. He destroyed those. He could have grabbed. Hasn't like brought in anything else. He could go for Panzer if he wanted to. Fortunately, I think for Dumais, Pervitin I think isn't quite aware as to just how utterly unprepared Dumais is at the time being. Dumais there briefly considering H2, but evil voices within his mind clearly compel him to go for the Marder 3. Probably that little devil on his shoulder. These cartoons. South side here, we've got the Brent section, we've got the munitions point here.
You have orders?
We
Got
have
the Flak
lost
30
the
bank in action.
They are hammering us. The enemy is winning.
Fire back!
Black Panther up against the section there, which is not
We have a
utilising
new
any cover at
Marder
all.
tank destroyer.
Got the Marder 3M here ready for Dumais and Deutschland. Crashing through walls here. Charging forward to the pack forward here. Saps in trouble. Armor coming in here. Oh, did accept that. Obviously, not necessarily going to counter Crusader unless your opponent is either playing very sloppily or you are playing like an absolute god. Got the Marder arriving here. Great shot in the Crusader tank. At this point, it does feel like Dumais is aiming here for the King Tiger. And of course, this could also explain the Marder choice, as you know, it is cheaper resource-wise. So if you're stalling out from King Tiger, you probably want to save resources as you can. In that sense, the Marder obviously is significantly more cheaper. It's expensive. Yes, basically getting hit with incendiary rockets. Showing no mercy to his opponent, getting wipes in almost, perhaps. No, almost there. Close call. Very close call. Also, fun fact, but I believe this type of needler is not to have incendiary rockets. It's actually a different type of needler that actually fire those. This one, I believe, only fired explosive rockets. There's a bit of fun here for you. And even then, I'm fairly certain the sort of incendiaries work more like thermobaric bombs. That is to kind of create these massive pressure differentials that could basically burst the lungs of those caught in the barrages. Yeah, nasty stuff. Anyways, armored vehicle training for Pervitin, the Crusaders moving in, then gating the Pioneers, going for the exposed flank. Dumais now, perhaps, realised he shouldn't have lived into the devil on his shoulder, goes for the stoop finally. Perhaps realising he is going for a man running up for his King Tiger might be a bit much here to achieve.
Eyes on the sky.
Stoop 2/3 of the way down here for Dumais. And there you go, the barrage, hitting the base here. Get some damage into his opponent. Make it hard, I think, for Pervitin to rebuild his forces for the next push.
Sector now under enemy control.
Cancel the stoop right before it
The enemy has
finishes.
300 points remaining.
I guess Dumais realised he was actually pretty close to the King Tiger. He figures he's close enough.
That's enemy infantry. Keep them back.
There you go, Crusaders swinging in here, but we've got Panthers, of course, the Panzer Big Seal holding the Crusaders. Never mind the Marder. Good fire here. 51 Panzer Boots there, cut foot. As the British sticky bomb knocks that out. Good hit here from Pervitin against Dumais, but Dumais continues to inch ever closer towards the Tiger 2, the Königstiger. So Pervitin, I mean, theoretically could, in a blink of an eye, withdraw both Crusaders tournaments, for example, a Crocodile. We'll see what he does. And section 4 there, we got the Ace Flag Panther doing immense amount of damage here. 17 casualties inflicted. Some nice bombs there, that's in defeat.
We are losing the lead.
274 to 275. Another 6-pounder here for Pervitin.
Reinforcement withheld, Commandant.
There go to Dumais, halting reinforcements. More than anything else at this point, I think, confirming he is going for the King Tiger.
King Tiger is standing by for
He's
deployment.
got the command points, there we go. Unlock the King Tiger, he's got the fuel, he just needs the manpower. According to Tigo. But meanwhile though, Pervitin on the offensive here, perhaps sensing could become the subject here of the King Tiger soon enough.
Responding.
And he has seen the ambush machine gun, so. Unless Pervitin just suffers from short-term memory issues. I mean, the possibility of the King Tiger should be weighing heavily on his mind. Need the behind the base again. Dumais ever close to the Königstiger.
Take cover and return fire!
Pervitin Bauer seems to cancel his anti-tank. Interesting choice here. What happens if he regrets it once the King Tiger hits the field, as it will be doing
King
now?
Tiger deploying.
So there we go, Königstiger's arrived. It's named by the found 8th Schwere Panzerabteilung. While the Luftwaffe did have many things, courtesy of Goering's vanity and pride, they did not have their own heavy tank types, that very much been part of the army. Jaeger's wiped, another paintblow at the Dumais. King Tiger's going to do some pretty heavy lifting, and Dumais honestly is going to need some more infantry. He's got just machine guns, some pioneers underneath, but never mind his army. Another Crusader there. Well, that's still got a bit of a nasty cough, but it is getting better.
Light beer into their infantry.
257 to 261.
Enemy
Crusader for
forces have
Pervitin.
captured a victory point.
Königstiger there at Solidi.
Fools to take
Force pushing forwards. Neva from leaving Hellion towards the southern victory point. Finally firing the needle towards something else that isn't, his opponent's base.
Our adversary is pushing back. We are
Actually
down
getting
to
some damage
250
done.
points.
245 to 261. Crusaders at the ready. Worth noting here that Pervitin is actually gunning the Crusaders here. The 6-pounder gun, which obviously provides much better performance versus tanks.
Eager for orders.
And mine up north, to be fact, the only Crusader not upgraded is this one, and even that might still get upgraded here by Pervitin. It's honestly rare to see people upgrade the Crusaders when they want to deal with bigger tanks, because a lot of the time you're just better off just relying on the extra damage you get from hitting their armor. Which is also typically what most best players do with the Crusaders. You build up a
We are
lot,
losing
swarm,
control of a
and then
sector.
hit them. We obviously can still get the same down here with this, but I mean, you just don't necessarily in some ways get the same damage simply because rate of fire is low, but I guess King Tiger's rear armor is thick enough for him to consider it. Or maybe there's some other consideration if you can go into. Shield squad there for Dumais. Thumbs up. Got the Brent section of the MD-42.
Strike beer into their infantry.
More teams to bear. Heavy panzer here.
Mines being laid down. Definitely a bit quiet here.
The road goes to their
Establishment of the MD-42 team ace level hardened veterans.
Territory sector lost.
There you go, King Tiger moving towards the centre. Poor Reginald there, got his head caught on the treads. Fortunately, he'd already passed on by then. Now the Neva barrage into the base here. I wonder how much he's actually done there.
We are down to 200 points.
And he has managed something, yes, fine there as well. It does strike me as perhaps in some regards a bit inefficient. I suppose also guarantees you actually hit something with it.
Pioneer infantry
Pioneers popped
killed.
out, Crusaders going for the flank here. Pervitin's trying to base of his 200 gun Crusader tank. The Southie King Tiger spotted. So what will Pervitin do in response to the Königstiger? What are his plans? It's another Crusader tank here for Pervitin.
Panzer Grenadier Company.
And there goes striking the base. Pervitin just pretty much is going, well, what if I just ignore the King Tiger? Which is definitely viable tactic.
5 command points available. Sector lost.
We've got a base raid here. We actually got to shoot away from the mate for the third time.
Our Panzer Grenadier Company
No.
headquarters is sustaining
And
damage.
not yet to goes for it this time around. We'll have to see. Or if the devil on his shoulder wins out again, or in this case, the British gunners There you go, this time gets destroyed before the Stu can arrive. Yes. Well, in some regards, I mean, this is great because you don't get blown up, but at least you don't even get to the action. There you go, yes, being pursued with the cruiser tank, burn sections falling up here as well. Martyrs in close to the Koenigsegg, got a total of 4 Crusaders here out of Pervitin. There's not problems there, gun machine gun about to get wiped out. No, gets away, Neva barrel throwing in. Also, the Tommy's Dumais going for another Panzer gun. There comes the clearly determined as around. Do the right thing to build a Stu. Building a Stu because it's the right thing to do. Anyways, Crusaders there going on the flank with the Koenigsegg gun turning around. The Martyrs scores a great hit here. Other Crusaders holding back for now, leaving the other Crusader just fire off its own life here. Section pushing towards its southern victory point, even getting hammered by artillery of their own. There you go, another Stu for Dumais.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Jaeger's on the move. Stu slowly arriving. For the 4th time, we'll have to see if something happens again to disrupt it right before it gets up. I mean, that's going to be a bit annoying for the Stu driver, like, you know, getting all the way to the front and then something happens, he has to turn around. That's like 4 times, like 3 times what happened there. Just, can they make up their mind? What's the next excuse? The Fiore called us back. Bunch of Doomcops.
Commandant, territory sector lost.
Nope, this time the Stu actually makes it. 2 thumbs up, baby.
Victory point lost.
Neva barrage on the base again. 169 turn 35.
A naval Werfer team has been hammered. They are gone.
And the Werfers done in here by Pervitin and the British Empire. Stu dashing forwards, Crusaders going for the Stu. King Tiger the flanking spot, Martyr moving as well here.
Must be aside.
Stu causing even repairs already. Saps here, almost got the flank for alongside the Crusader tank here. And there you go, flank 30 down. King Tiger, Martyr turning around his Stu holding back. Covering the flank, I guess, the King Tiger just in case, but otherwise they're in repairs. Dumais could do some more pioneers. Means got 1 pioneer squad for the Marder, the Stuk, and the King Tiger. I'd argue that is an insufficient number of pioneers to service that many vehicles. At least with any amount of speed. Dumais been called to King Tiger, getting an offensive here, but a bit lack of support there. They're taking a massive hit from the Koenigsegg, gets 88 on the gun.
Territory lost.
Got a Crusader more here for Pervitin and some foot guards.
We have 100 points left.
99 points left for Dumais, still not grappling in many of those victory points.
Our territory.
It's been an oversight that might have something to do again with the complete lack of infantry is basically suffering from here. Go for some Panzer Gladiator on the squad with Grenadier squad with a bunch of pioneers, but I do think it's something to have some of these points. Ren section they're getting actually more. We got both Crusader almost done here, we got foot guards arriving after that, and foot to white. Likely looking at the massive, gate hell here due to insanity. Stu kaputt, don't forget to mention the coast. Commander down. Heavy loss there for Dumais. He's got next to nothing left now.
Naval Werfer team destroyed.
Ren section just doing immense work here against him. We got another Stuk for Dumais. Thumbs up, but the incredible lack of infantry that I don't think is doing Dumais any good either. Good guards though. 2/3 of the way done more or less. What will Dumais do next? His options are very much being aggressively contained here by Pervitin. Something needs to happen now, I think, outside the box. Of course, the question, where does he find, like, a sledgehammer outside this box, like, catch Pervitin off guard? 36 was doing 35. Clock is ticking, and it's not ticking in favor of Dumais.
Sturmgeschütz deployed.
30, 28. 26 Crusaders going for it here.
We have 25 points left.
Running out of health, guys, taking a bomb over the
Our
and then
Königsjäger has been slain.
game over. Richard there for Pervitin, a dual back and forth battle.
The day is lost.
I do think, again, as mentioned, one of the issues to Dumais here was a bit of lack of infantry. I think some more troops here they could have done good. Maybe an earlier Stug instead of that Marder. But I was, also well played with Pervitin. But also just the fact, Canadian shock with those incendiary rifle grenades is just kind of nuts. It just made him so much harder for Dumais to make use of a lot of the stuff here. It also questioned maybe a bit the need of effort. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this patch. I've learned something from it. This is Imperial Listening. Cheers and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye everyone.